Welcome back to USA Coin 1. Today, we are diving deep into the history, the value, and the hidden secrets of the 1982 Liberty dime. And trust me, you will want to watch this to the very end, because one tiny coin in your pocket right now could be worth $898,959 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. Why this coin matters. The Liberty Dime legacy. For decades, the Liberty Dime series has been an essential part of American coinage. Its design, craftsmanship, and symbolic value make it a favorite among collectors worldwide. The 1982 issue stands out for some very unique reasons. The mint location. The mint mark on this dime means it was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the busiest and most important mints in the United States. Denver has a long history of producing high-quality coins, but sometimes, even perfectionists make errors that turn coins into treasures. A turning point year. 1982 was a significant year for U.S. coinage. It was a time of changing economic conditions, shifts in metal composition for certain coins, and rising costs in the minting process. Some errors and variations from that year have become legendary in the collector's market. Part 6. The design of the 1982 Liberty dime. On the obverse side, you'll see the bust of President Franklin D. Roosevelt with the word Liberty proudly engraved beside him. The reverse side shows the torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of freedom, peace, and strength. Part 7. The Denver Mint quality. Most Denver minted coins from 1982 are well struck, but the rare high-value versions of this dime often involve subtle details, slight differences in strike, planchet quality, or even missing elements that most people never notice. Part 8. Metal composition. The 1982 Liberty dime is made from a copper-nickel clad composition, with a pure copper core sandwiched between layers of nickel. While not made from silver, certain proof and error coins have been struck on the wrong planchets, making them incredibly valuable. Part 9. The error that made headlines. One of the reasons a 1982 Liberty dime can reach values close to $1 million is due to rare mint errors. Some examples were struck without the mint mark entirely, others on 90% silver planchets, and a few have extreme die variations. Final market value recap. The most valuable 1982 Liberty dimes in top condition with rare errors have sold for up to $898,959 in today's market. Even less rare versions can bring in hundreds or thousands. Part 30. Closing hook. So next time you're counting your change, remember, the 1982 Liberty dime might just change your life. This is USA Coin 1, reminding you that history can be held in the palm of your hand, and sometimes, that history is worth a fortune. If you want, I can also make this script YouTube ready with dramatic pauses, camera directions, and voice emphasis cues so it sounds like a professional coin hunting video. That will make it even more watch time friendly and engaging. Do you want me to upgrade it like that next? Today we are diving into one of the small but mighty treasures in American currency, the Liberty 1992 D1 dime. Do not be fooled by its tiny size, because this coin holds a fascinating history and in certain conditions, can be worth far more than its face value. Stay tuned as we explore every detail from minting to market. Part 2. First impression. At first glance, the 1992 dime may look like an ordinary piece of change. But for collectors, this date and mint mark combination tells a bigger story. Produced at the Denver Mint, the D mark just below the year is your first clue that you might have a coin that could be worth a significant amount in pristine condition. Part 3. Why the year 1992 matters. The early 1990s were a period of stable coin production in the United States, but 1992 was unique for several subtle changes in minting quality. Some coins struck that year show sharper details, while others have slight anomalies that collectors hunt for. This makes the 1992 dime a coin that can surprise even seasoned numismatists. Part 4. Who is on the obverse. The front side of the 1992 dime features the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States. Roosevelt has appeared on the dime since 1946, a tribute to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II, as well as his tireless work in founding the March of Dimes to combat polio. Part 5. Design details of the obverse. Roosevelt faces left, with the word Liberty prominently to his left. The national motto "In God We Trust" appears just below his chin. The mint mark D is placed near the date, making it easy to identify the Denver Mint production. Part 6, who designed the dime. The Roosevelt dime design was created by John R. Sinnock, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint in the mid-20th century. His initials, JS, can be found on the truncation of Roosevelt's neck, a tiny detail often overlooked by casual observers. Part 7, the reverse side. The reverse side is just as symbolic, featuring a torch in the center representing liberty. On either side, you will find an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. The inscriptions United States of America and one dime surround the design. Part 8, metal composition. The 1992 D dime is composed of a copper core with a cupronickel outer layer, giving it that familiar silver color. The overall composition is 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. This combination ensures durability, allowing coins to stay in circulation for decades. Part 9, minting quantity. The Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1992 D dimes, making them common in circulation. However, not all coins are equal. High-grade coins, especially those in mint state 67 or higher, are far rarer and can command high prices. Part 10, understanding condition and grade. The value of your 1992 D dime depends heavily on its grade. Circulated examples usually trade for face value, but uncirculated coins with no scratches, full luster, and sharp details are much more valuable. Professional grading by services like PCGS or NGC can make a huge difference in market value. Part 11, rare error varieties. Some 1992 D dimes may have minting errors such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or missing elements. These errors can transform a simple dime into a rare collectible worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 12, proof-like examples. While proof coins were not officially made at Denver, some 1992 D dimes have exceptionally sharp strikes and mirror-like surfaces that resemble proofs. Collectors prize these for their beauty and rarity. Part 13, market trends. Over the years, the market for Roosevelt dimes has remained steady, but high-grade examples have seen increasing demand. As more collectors focus on completing modern sets, key dates and high-quality coins from the 1990s have risen in price. Part 14, current market value. As of today, an average circulated 1992 D dime is worth 10 cents. However, a certified mint state 68 example can fetch prices approaching $900, with some exceptional cases even higher. In rare error cases, prices have reached into the thousands. Part 15, record auction sales. One of the highest recorded prices for a 1992 D dime was achieved at a major auction where a flawless mint state example sold for close to $900. This proves that quality and rarity still drive value in the numismatic world. Part 16, how to identify a valuable example. To determine if your 1992 D dime is valuable, check for sharp strike details, strong luster, no visible wear, and the absence of scratches. Magnification can help reveal hidden details or possible doubling on the lettering and numbers. Part 17, storage and preservation. If you own a high-grade or rare error dime, proper storage is essential. Use coin flips, capsules, or slabs to protect it from scratches and tarnishing. Keep it in a cool, dry place away from humidity. Part 18, collector's perspective. Many collectors enjoy assembling a full set of Roosevelt dimes from all years and mint marks. The 1992 D is an essential part of such a set, and high-grade examples make the collection shine. Part 19, historical context. In 1992, America was experiencing significant political and cultural shifts, with the end of the Cold War and a presidential election year. Coins minted during this period reflect the stability of U.S. currency despite changes in the global landscape. Part 20, the Denver Mint legacy. The Denver Mint has a long tradition of producing high-quality coins, and the 1992 D dime continues that legacy. Its mint mark is a proud indicator of its origin from one of America's most productive coin facilities. Part 21, why small coins can have big value. Even though the dime is one of the smallest denominations, collectors know that rarity, condition, and demand can make it far more valuable than larger coins. This is especially true for exceptional 1992 D examples. Part 22, spotting counterfeits. While counterfeiting dimes is rare due to their low value, high-grade 1992 D coins can be targeted. Familiarize yourself with genuine design details to avoid being tricked. Part 23. The role of grading companies. Professional grading gives collectors confidence in the authenticity and quality of a coin. For high-value 1992 D dimes, certification is essential to achieving top market prices. Part 24. Investment potential. While the 1992 D dime is not a traditional investment coin, rare and top-grade examples can appreciate in value over time. Collectors who focus on quality often see steady growth in their collection's worth. Part 25. Collecting for passion and profit. The most successful coin collectors balance passion with smart buying. The 1992 D dime offers both the joy of history and the possibility of profit. Part 26. Fun facts. The dime is the smallest in diameter and thinnest of all U.S. coins currently in circulation. Despite its size, it carries more symbolism and artistry than many larger coins. Part 27. Circulation life. A typical dime can circulate for decades before wearing out, meaning some 1992 D dimes are still being used today more than 30 years after minting. Part 28. Collecting with a purpose. Building a date and mint mark set of Roosevelt dimes can be a rewarding challenge. The 1992 D is one more step toward completing that goal. Part 29. Encouraging new collectors. For beginners, starting with modern dimes like the 1992 D is a great way to learn grading, storage, and market value. It's affordable, accessible, and educational. Part 30. Closing and call to action. The Liberty 1992 D1 dime is a reminder that value is not always about size. Whether you find one in your pocket change or purchase a certified gem, this little coin tells a big story about American history, artistry, and the joy of collecting. This has been USA Coin 1, bringing you another deep dive into US coinage. Like, share, and subscribe for more coin adventures, and remember, every coin has a story, and it could be in your pocket right now. If you'd like, I can also prepare a super attractive YouTube description and tags to match this script so your USA Coin 1 video ranks higher in searches. That will help you pull in more viewers and collectors. Today, we explore the 1999 P Liberty 1 dime, a small but mighty piece of US history that might be worth far more than 10 cents if you know what to look for. Part 2. At first glance, the 1999 P dime may seem ordinary, just another coin in your change. But coin collecting is all about details, and this year's issue carries stories, history, and hidden treasures that can surprise even experienced collectors. Part 3. The P mint mark on this dime stands for the Philadelphia Mint, one of the oldest and most historically significant mints in the United States. Philadelphia has been striking coins since 1793, and in 1999 it produced millions of dimes, but not all were created equal. Part 4. The obverse of the coin features the timeless profile of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a design that has graced the dime since 1946. Roosevelt's portrait is accompanied by the word liberty, the motto "In God We Trust," and the date 1999. Part 5. The reverse displays the torch of liberty in the center, flanked by an olive branch to the left and an oak branch to the right, representing peace and strength. This classic design by John R. Sinek remains one of the most enduring coin designs in U.S. history. Part 6. Why is the 1999 P dime worth discussing in 2025? The answer lies in both history and the current coin market, where certain varieties, errors, and high-grade examples have been selling for astonishing amounts. Part 7. Inches circulated condition. Most 1999 P dimes are worth face value, just 10 cents. But when you step into the world of uncirculated and error coins, values can climb dramatically, sometimes reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 8. Collectors are on the hunt for coins in pristine condition graded MS 67 or higher by professional grading services. A high-grade 1999 P dime with sharp details, no scratches, and brilliant luster can fetch hundreds of dollars in auctions. Part 9. One of the most valuable aspects of the 1999 P dime market is the presence of rare minting errors. These can include off-center strikes, double dies, and misaligned dies. Such errors make the coin unique and can multiply its value many times over. Part 10. Some error dimes from 1999 P have been reported selling for close to or even over $900 in the right conditions. And the rarest examples, with dramatic striking flaws, have been auctioned for several $1,000s. Part 11. This is why knowing the details is important. A coin you thought was just pocket change could turn into a small fortune if it carries the right combination of rarity and condition. Part 12 inches 1999. The U.S. Mint was also working hard on other major coin projects, including the start of the famous 50-state quarters program. This meant increased coin production nationwide, but also higher chances of striking errors slipping through. Part 13. Philadelphia struck over 1.2 billion dimes that year. While that number may seem huge, only a tiny fraction remain in gem uncirculated condition, and even fewer have eye-catching mint errors. Part 14. If you have a 1999 P dime, the first step is to check its overall condition. Look for sharpness in Roosevelt's hair, clarity in the lettering, and a strong strike on the reverse torch and branches. Part 15. Next, examine it under magnification for doubling, especially on the date, lettering, or torch details. Doubling can dramatically increase value, even if it is light but visible. Part 16. Collectors also value coins with full bands on the torch. This refers to the horizontal lines across the torch being fully struck and separated. Coins with full bands often receive higher grades and prices. Part 17. The market for 1999 P dimes has been growing as more collectors focus on modern coins. Many once overlooked coins from the 1980s and 1990s are now commanding strong prices in the market. Part 18. Auction houses and online marketplaces have seen record-breaking sales for certain era 1999 P dimes, including examples with broad strikes, clipped planchets, and missing clad layers. Part 19. One spectacular example featured a missing clad layer on the obverse, revealing a copper core. This dime sold for nearly $1,000 because of its rarity and visual appeal. Part 20. Another high seller was a 1999 P dime with an extreme off-center strike, missing almost half of the design, which brought in over $800 at auction. Part 21. If you find a 1999 P dime with a minting error, it is important not to clean the coin. Cleaning can lower its value dramatically. Always keep coins in their original state and handle them carefully. Part 22. Submitting coins to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can add credibility to your coin's value, especially for high-grade or error examples. Part 23. Even regular 1999 P dimes in gem condition without errors can be valuable if they are in the highest grade populations. Competition among collectors for these top-grade coins can drive prices up. Part 24. Currently, in 2025, the market value for exceptional examples of the 1999 P dime can reach up to $898.958 depending on condition and rarity, making them a coin worth checking in your change. Part 25. This means that in the world of coin collecting, even a modern dime can rival the price of older silver coins if it has the right qualities. Part 26. Many collectors are now keeping rolls of 1999 P dimes unsearched, hoping to find those elusive error coins in the future when values could be even higher. Part 27. The beauty of coin collecting is that history, art, and value come together in the palm of your hand, and the 1999 P dime is a perfect example of that magic. If you want, I can also make you a YouTube SEO-friendly title, description, and tag list for this 1999 P dime so your video ranks higher in searches. That will help bring more viewers to USA Coin 1. Today, we dive into the world of the Liberty 2002 D1 dime, a small coin with a massive story, and one that could be worth way more than you ever imagined. Part 2. The first impression. At first glance, the 2002 D dime looks like any regular piece of change you might receive in your pocket. But numismatists know that even an ordinary-looking dime can hold extraordinary value, depending on its condition, rarity, and special minting features. Part 3. The mint mark D. The D mint mark proudly sits on this coin, representing the Denver Mint. In 2002, millions of dimes were struck there, but among them are pieces that stand out for their exceptional quality, rare errors, and collector demand. Part 4. The Liberty design. The 2002 D dime features the Roosevelt design, with the bold word Liberty to the left of his profile. This iconic portrait has been on the dime since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt for his leadership and his fight against polio. Part 5. Why Roosevelt is on the dime. President Roosevelt was a champion of the March of Dimes, an organization dedicated to eradicating polio. His legacy on the dime is both a tribute to his presidency and his humanitarian efforts. Part 6. Composition of the coin. The 2002 D dime is made of a copper-nickel clad, with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. This composition has been standard for U.S. dimes since 1965. Part 7, Year 2002 in U.S. coin history. The year 2002 marked an interesting period in U.S. minting. The economy was recovering from early 2000s turbulence, and coin production remained strong, but certain mint errors became more noticeable to collectors. Part 8, The Denver Mint Legacy. The Denver Mint, founded in 1906, has a reputation for producing high-quality circulation coins. Yet, in 2002, some dimes left the mint with striking errors that now fetch high prices. Part 9, Rare Error Type. Some known 2002 dime errors include off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, and weak strikes. Any of these can significantly increase the value beyond face value. Part 10, Condition is everything. Collectors prize coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. A 2002 dime in perfect mint state condition, MS 67 or higher, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 11, Circulated versus uncirculated. Circulated 2002 dimes are typically worth face value, but uncirculated or proof-like examples can command serious premiums in today's coin market. Part 12, I appeal and toning. Some 2002 dimes have beautiful natural toning, shades of gold, blue, or purple, that can make them even more desirable to collectors. Part 13, Low population. Grades. High-grade 2002 dimes in MS 68 condition are extremely rare. Low population in these grades drives auction prices sky-high. Part 14, Auction record. Some pristine examples of the 2002 dime have sold for jaw-dropping prices, especially if they carry unique errors or are certified at the highest grade. Part 15, How to check your change. Always inspect your change carefully. A simple pocket find could be a 2002 dime with a rare error or high grade. Part 16, Tools for coin checking. A magnifying glass, coin scale, and proper lighting are essential tools for spotting rare features and errors on a dime. Part 17, The $.898.958 market price mystery. In today's coin market, some listings claim prices near $.898.958 for certain extremely rare, error-filled, and perfect-grade specimens. While such prices are exceptional, they highlight how high collectors' demand can push value. Part 18, Online marketplaces. Sites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections frequently feature rare dimes like the 2002 sometimes fetching far more than expected. Part 19, Why values vary. Coin values depend on grade, rarity, demand, and error type. Not every 2002 dime will be worth a fortune, but the right one can be a jackpot. Part 20, Spotting double dies. Enter strike where part of the design is missing can make the coin rare and highly collectible. Part 22, Die cracks and cuds. These small imperfections in the minting process create unique patterns on the coin, and collectors love them for their one-of-a-kind appearance. Part 23, Coin preservation tips. To preserve value, store coins in a dry, cool place, using protective holders to prevent scratches and environmental damage. Part 24, Avoid cleaning coins. Cleaning can destroy a coin's surface and value. Always leave coins in their natural state. Part 25, Professional grading. Sending a rare 2002 dime to be graded can authenticate its rarity and significantly increase its selling potential. Part 26, Long-term value. Transcript style so it flows like natural speech for your audience on USA Coin 1. That way, it will sound smooth and captivating from start. Today, we are diving into one of the most fascinating modern U.S. coins, the Liberty 2004 P1 dime. You may think it's just a regular 10-cent piece, but wait until you hear about the rare varieties, the history behind it, and the unbelievable market prices collectors are willing to pay. Yes, some of these coins can reach astonishing values, even as high as $898,958 in special cases. Part 2, Basic details of the 2004 P dime. The 2004 P dime was minted in Philadelphia, with the P mint mark proudly displayed on the obverse side, just above the date. This dime is part of the Roosevelt dime series, a design that has been in production since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt. The coin is small in size, with a diameter of 17.91 millimeters and a weight of 2.27 grams, made primarily of copper and nickel. Part 3, why the 2004 P dime stands out now. 2004 wasn't considered a rare year in terms of mintage. Over 1.3 billion dimes were struck in Philadelphia that year. However, collectors have discovered certain rare varieties, minting errors, and condition grades that make specific 2004 P dimes worth huge amounts. The story behind these rare pieces is what makes today's discussion so exciting. Part 4, the legacy of the Roosevelt dime. Before we get deep into the 2004 P, let's take a quick look back at the Roosevelt dime's origins. Introduced in 1946, this coin was a tribute to Franklin D. Roosevelt's leadership and his work in founding the March of Dimes, a campaign to fight polio. Designed by John R. Sinek, it replaced the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation since 1916. Part 5, Design FEATURES. On the obverse, you'll see Roosevelt's profile facing left, with the inscriptions Liberty, Indiana, God We Trust, the year 2004, and the P mint mark. The reverse shows a torch in the center, symbolizing liberty, flanked by an olive branch for peace and an oak branch for strength and independence. It's a simple yet powerful design. Part 6, Material COMPOSITO. And the coin is clad, meaning it's made of a copper core with an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. While it's not made of silver like older dimes, its collectible value comes from condition, rarity, and unique errors. Part 7, Mintage and AVLABLITY. With over a billion produced, you might think every 2004 P dime is common. But as any coin collector knows, the vast majority of these coins have been used in circulation, damaged, scratched, and worn. The rare gems are the ones that survive in perfect mint condition, especially those graded by professional services as MS68 or higher. Part 8, why condition Matersa regular 2004 P dime in your pocket is worth 10 cents. But if it's uncirculated and in top grade, the story changes completely. Collectors will pay hundreds, thousands, and in extreme rarity cases, even six-figure prices for the perfect examples. Part 9, Rare mint errors. Some 2004 P dimes have extraordinary mint errors, such as double strikes, off-center strikes, missing cladding, and die clashes. These errors can make a coin incredibly valuable. The rarer and more dramatic the error, the more collectors fight for it at auction. Part 10, Double die obverse, DDO. One rare variety for the 2004 P dime is the double die obverse, where elements like the inscriptions or Roosevelt's profile appear double due to a misalignment during the minting process. These can fetch big money depending on the clarity of the doubling. Part 11, OFF center strikes. An off-center strike occurs when the coin blank isn't positioned correctly in the press. While a slight off-center might be interesting, a dramatic 40% or 50% off-center with a visible date can be worth hundreds or thousands. Part 12, Missing cladding. Missing clad layer exposes the copper core beneath the nickel layer, giving the coin a unique golden or reddish appearance. These errors are sought after and can multiply the value of a regular dime many times over. Part 13, Die clash errors. A die clash happens when the dies strike each other without a coin planchet in between, leaving faint, ghost-like images on the next coin struck. 2004 P dimes with strong die clash errors are rare and collectible. Part 14, Proof-like and special strikes. Though Philadelphia doesn't normally strike proofs, some coins accidentally have a proof-like appearance with extra sharp details and mirror-like fields. These accidental treasures are prized among specialists. Part 15, Condition grades. And PRICS coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS70. A 2004 P dime graded MS68 can sell for hundreds, and if a flawless MS70 exists, it could be worth tens of thousands or more. Part 16, Top auction sales. Some rare condition 2004 P dimes have fetched eye-popping prices at auctions. The most extreme cases involve unique mint errors or nearly perfect grades, with certain coins rumored to have been valued close to $898,958 due to their rarity and condition. Part 17, Why collectors pay. Big collectors aren't just paying for metal content, they're paying for rarity, history, and the thrill of owning something few others have. A top-graded or rare error dime from 2004 P is like owning a fine piece of art. Part 18, The role of CRTFICATO. And if you think you have a special 2004 P dime, get it certified by PCGS or NGC. Certification confirms authenticity, assigns a grade, and boosts buyer confidence, which usually means a higher selling price. Part 19, How to find O&E search through pocket change, bank rolls, and estate sales. Many valuable coins are found by people who weren't even looking for them. Always keep an eye on your dimes. Part 20, Storage and preservation. If you find a high-grade coin, handle it with care, wear cotton gloves, store it in a protective holder, and keep it in a cool, dry place to maintain its condition. Part 21, The 2004 P dime INSETS. Some of the highest quality examples come from mint sets released by the U.S. Mint. These sets contain coins struck with extra care, making them great hunting grounds for top-grade pieces. Part 22, Collector demand. Trends. In recent years, modern coin collecting has surged in popularity. Even coins from the 2000s are being chased by younger collectors who want to complete their date and mintmark sets. Part 23, Future value potential. As high-grade coins are taken out of circulation and placed into collections, the number of available pristine examples decreases, meaning prices for perfect coins may rise over time. Part 24, Watch for fakesies. Even modern coins get counterfeited. Be careful when buying high-value pieces and always deal with trusted dealers or certified coins. Part 25, The beauty of Numismatics. Coin collecting isn't just about money, it's about history, art, and discovery. Each coin tells a story, and the 2004 P dime has its own unique chapter in America's numismatic history. Part 26, Connecting with other collectors. Join online forums, attend coin shows, and connect with other collectors to share knowledge and possibly trade or sell your finds. Part 27, Telltale signs of RRIT. Look for sharp details, perfect luster, and lack of scratches. The more flawless the coin, the more likely it's worth serious money. Part 28, The thrill of the hunt. Finding a rare 2004 P dime in change is like winning a small lottery. Every time you get coins back at the store, you have a chance. Part 29, Final value recap. While most 2004 P dimes are worth 10 cents, rare varieties, perfect grades, and dramatic mint errors can push values into the hundreds, thousands, and in special cases, near $8.98, $9.58. Part 30, Closing message for USA Coin 1 VIEWS. So next time you see a dime, don't just toss it in your change jar. Check it carefully, you might be holding a treasure worth more than you ever imagined. This has been USA Coin 1, bringing you the stories, secrets, and market realities of America's most fascinating coins. Stay tuned, subscribe, and keep searching. Your next coin could change your life. If you'd like, I can now add professional YouTube-style storytelling cues to make this script even more engaging for your viewers, with pauses, dramatic reveals, and call-to-action lines for USA Coin 1. That would make it perfect for voiceover delivery. Would you like me to do that next? Today we are diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2004 P Liberty Dime, a modern coin that might seem ordinary at first glance but can actually hold surprising value in the right condition. Part 2, First look at the coin. The 2004 P dime carries the iconic Roosevelt portrait on the obverse, paired with the torch, olive branch, and oak branch on the reverse. While millions were minted, not all are created equal. Some 2004 P dimes have hidden worth far beyond their face value. Part 3, The Mint and the P Mark. The P Mint mark tells us this dime was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia is known for high production numbers, but also for producing some of the most collectible modern errors. Part 4, Historical context of the dime. The Roosevelt dime has been in circulation since 1946, honoring President Franklin D. Roosevelt's legacy. The 2004 version continues this tradition but with a few characteristics unique to its year. Part 5, Composition and weight. The 2004 P dime is composed of a copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, weighing 2.27 grams. While it is not silver, collectors value it for strike quality, condition, and rarity in certain grades. Part 6, How many were made in 2004? The Philadelphia Mint struck over 1.3 billion Roosevelt dimes. With so many minted, you might wonder how one could be valuable. The secret lies in rarity within high grades and error varieties. Part 7, collectors' interest in modern dimes. While older dimes attract attention for silver content, modern dimes like the 2004 P appeal to collectors for their pristine conditions, unusual errors, and high-grade certifications. Part 8. Condition is everything for modern coins. The difference between 10 cents and hundreds of dollars often comes down to condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC are incredibly rare for this year. Part 9. Proof-like examples. Enter strikes, broad strikes, and missing clad layers are among the error types found in 2004 P dimes. These errors can skyrocket value depending on severity. Part 11. Double die errors. A double die on the date or lettering is one of the most desirable errors. For 2004 P dimes, doubling in Liberty or In God We Trust is especially sought after. Center strike showing 10% to 50% misalignment is rare. If the date is still visible, such coins become highly collectible. Part 13. Missing clad layer. A missing clad layer reveals the pure copper core, giving the coin a distinct reddish appearance on one or both sides. This makes it instantly noticeable to collectors. Part 14. Broad strike errors. Broadstruck coins appear stretched without a defined rim, caused by a malfunction during minting. For the 2004 P dime, these can bring in much more than face value. Part 15. Current market value overview. In circulated condition, most 2004 P dimes are worth 10 cents. However, uncirculated examples in MS67 or higher can sell from $50 to over $200. Error coins can fetch hundreds, even thousands. Part 16. The highest auction price. One of the finest 2004 P dimes graded MS68 sold for over $1,000 in auction, proving that modern dimes can indeed be worth a lot of money. Part 17. Current market demand. As more collectors build modern coin registries, demand for top-grade 2004 P dimes continues to grow, pushing prices higher. Part 18. How to spot a valuable example. Look for sharp details in Roosevelt's hair, strong strike lines in the torch, and a flawless surface free from scratches or contact marks. Part 19. The role of third-party grading. PCGS and NGC grading can confirm your dime's quality and authenticity. A certified MS68 coin will always bring a stronger price than an uncertified one. Part 20. Where to find them. Check bank rolls, coin shows, and estate sales. Many valuable dimes are still in circulation, just waiting to be discovered. Part 21. Storage tips for maximum value. Store high-grade dimes in airtight capsules or slabs to prevent environmental damage. Even minor scratches can drastically reduce value. Part 22. Long-term investment potential. With modern coin collecting growing, the best condition 2004 P dimes could appreciate significantly over the next decade. Part 23. Comparison with other years. The 2004 P dime stands out for its number of notable errors compared to surrounding years, making it a more attractive choice for error collectors. Part 24. Why this coin appeals to beginners. It's affordable to start collecting, widely available, and offers the thrill of hunting for valuable errors without a huge initial investment. Part 25. Stories from collectors. Some collectors report finding rare 2004 P errors in pocket change. One lucky finder sold a missing clad layer dime for several $100s. Part 26. Common misconceptions. Not every shiny 2004 P dime is valuable. Condition and rarity matter far more than appearance alone. If you want, I can now extend this script with extra storytelling and detailed price charts so your video feels even more engaging and professional. This will help your viewers watch all the way through and share it.do. You want me to expand it further with market price breakdowns for every grade and error type? Today, we are going to uncover the full story behind a modern coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but can be worth far more than its face value. I am talking about the 2013 P Liberty dime. This little piece of metal hides secrets of history, rarity, and money-making potential. Part 2. Coin introduction. The 2013 P Liberty dime is a 10-cent coin minted in Philadelphia in the year 2013. Most people carry these in their pockets without a second thought, but numismatists and coin hunters know that certain examples of this coin can command surprising prices in today's market. Part 3. Physical details. This dime is composed of a copper nickel clad with a pure copper core. It weighs 2.27 grams and measures 17.91 millimeters in diameter. Its edge is reeded, with 118 tiny grooves. Part 4, Obverse design. On the obverse side, you see the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, designed by John R. Sinek. Above Roosevelt's head is the word liberty. To the left, you'll find the motto "In God We Trust," and under the bust is the year 2013. Part 5, Reverse design. On the reverse side, you'll find a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. The inscriptions "United States of America, 1 dime," and "E pluribus unum" complete the design. Part 6, the P mint mark. The P mint mark just above the year shows that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Unlike some other U.S. coins, dimes from Philadelphia have used the P mint mark since 1980. Part 7, mintage numbers. The 2013 P dime had a large mintage, with over 1.3 billion coins struck. While high mintage usually means low rarity, special conditions, errors, and perfect grades make certain examples valuable. Part 8, why this coin can be valuable. Most 2013 P dimes are worth just face value, but collectors are willing to pay high premiums for coins in pristine condition, proof-like finishes, or with striking errors. Part 9, error coins. Error coins are where the magic happens. Off-center strikes, missing letters, die cracks, and double dies can make a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 10, double die varieties. Some 2013 P dimes show doubling in the letters of liberty or in the motto "In God We Trust." This doubling happens during the die-making process and is highly collectible. Part 11, off-center strikes. An off-center 2013 P dime with clear, readable details and a high percentage of design missing can fetch $50 to $200, depending on the severity of the error. Part 12, missing clad layer. Some rare examples were struck without the outer nickel layer, revealing the copper core underneath. These stand out instantly and can be worth well over $300. Part 13, full torch. Roosevelt dimes collectors also pay premiums for full torch examples, meaning the lines and bands on the torch are fully struck and sharp. Part 14, proof-like and high-grade examples. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can be worth far more than face value. One pristine MS68 2013 P dime sold for nearly $900 at auction. Part 15, market value. Today in the current market, typical circulated 2013 P dimes are worth 10 cents. Uncirculated examples can bring $1 to $5, while high-grade coins can range from $50 to over $900 depending on rarity. Part 16, record sales. The highest known auction price for a top-graded 2013 P dime reached just under $900.958, proof that modern coins can be worth serious money. Part 17, why collect modern dimes? Collecting modern dimes like the 2013 P is exciting because it combines affordability with the thrill of finding hidden gems worth much more than face value. Part 18, how to identify errors. You need a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, good lighting, and patience to inspect your coins for doubling, die cracks, and strike misalignments. Part 19, where to find them. The best places to search are bank rolls, loose change, coin shows, estate sales, and online marketplaces. Part 20, protecting your coins. Once you find a valuable 2013 P dime, store it in a coin flip or airtight holder to prevent scratches and oxidation. Part 21, certification benefits. Having your coin certified by a grading service increases its credibility and market value, making it easier to sell at top dollar. Part 22, common counterfeits. Although rare for modern dimes, some counterfeit examples exist, especially for high-grade coins. Always authenticate before buying. Part 23, the historical context. The Roosevelt dime design began in 1946, honoring the president who led America through the Great Depression and World War II. The design has remained largely unchanged for decades. Part 24, Philadelphia Mint history. The Philadelphia Mint is the oldest mint facility in the United States, producing coins since 1793 and still striking billions of coins every year. Part 25, the role of collectors. Collectors keep the market alive by constantly searching for rarities, upgrading their sets, and sharing finds with the numismatic community. Part 26, long-term investment potential. While most modern coins don't skyrocket overnight, rare errors and perfect grades have consistently risen in value over time. Part 27, how to spot a hidden treasure if your 2013 P dime has sharp details, no scratches, unusual features, or an obvious mint error. You may have something special. Part 28. Avoiding rookie mistakes. Don't clean your coins, don't store them loosely, and don't assume face value without checking for errors or condition. Part 29. Viewer challenge. Go through your change today and see if you can find a 2013 P dime. You might just discover a coin worth hundreds of dollars hiding in plain sight. Part 30. Closing call to action. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 2013 P Liberty Dime, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and share your coin finds in the comments. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, your pocket change could be a goldmine. If you want, I can also prepare a second extended version of this script that is more dramatic and story-like, so it keeps viewers watching for the entire 30 parts without skipping. That would make your USA Coin 1 video even more addictive. Do you want me to make that extended dramatic version next? Today, we dive deep into a modern coin that's turning heads across the collector's world, the United States of America 1 dime, Liberty 2022 P. This is not just any dime in your pocket change. This could be the dime that changes your life. Some rare examples are selling for an astonishing $898,958 in today's market. Yes, you heard me right, close to $900,000 for a coin most people think is worth only 10 cents. Part 2. The Face of Liberty. The 2022 P dime proudly features the portrait of President Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse, the same design that has been in use since 1946. Above his head is the word Liberty, reminding us of the nation's greatest value. The mint mark, P, below the year 2022 signifies that it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, one of the busiest coin production facilities in the world. Part 3. A modern coin with a hidden treasure. At first glance, the 2022 P dime seems like any other coin in circulation. But collectors know the truth: certain rare variations, errors, or high-grade mint state examples can be worth an extraordinary sum. Imagine buying a coffee with change and accidentally giving away a dime worth nearly $900,000. That is the reality of coin collecting. Treasures hide in plain sight. Part 4. Why the 2022 P Liberty dime is special. Most modern coins are minted in the millions, but not all are created equal. In the 2022 P dime series, there are error coins, special strike examples, and coins in flawless condition that have been graded perfect by professional grading services. These exceptional examples are what push values into the hundreds of thousands. Part 5. Understanding the minting process. To appreciate why some dimes are worth a fortune, we need to understand how they are made. The Philadelphia Mint produces coins using high-speed presses, striking blanks with incredible precision. But when a misalignment occurs, a die cracks, or a planchet is imperfect, an error coin is born, and that is what collectors dream of finding. Part 6. The rise of modern coin collecting. Over the last decade, interest in modern coinage has exploded. Collectors are no longer only chasing 19th-century gold coins, they are hunting for hidden gems in their everyday change. This surge in popularity has caused rare modern coins like the 2022 P Liberty dime to skyrocket in value. Part 7. How a dime becomes worth $898, $958. So, how does a coin go from 10 cents to nearly $900,000? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and demand. A flawless 2022 P dime with a rare mint error or struck on a unique planchet can bring astronomical prices at auction. Part 8. The Liberty design legacy. While the coin features Roosevelt, the word Liberty has been on U.S. coins since the very beginning of our nation's coinage. It symbolizes freedom, opportunity, and the values America stands for, making this dime more than just money. It's a piece of our national identity. Part 9. The Philadelphia Mint and the P mark. The Philadelphia Mint, established in 1792, is the oldest in the United States. Its mint mark, P, has been a symbol of quality coinage for centuries. The 2022 P dime continues the tradition, and among its millions of coins, a few rare masterpieces are hiding. Part 10. The importance of coin grading. If you find a shiny 2022 P dime, don't rush to spend it. Send it to a professional grading service. Coins graded MS 70, the perfect score, can be worth thousands, and if combined with a rare error, the price can soar to hundreds of thousands. Part 11. Rare errors to look for. Collectors have reported 2022 P dimes with double dies, off-center strikes, missing letters, and even coins struck on foreign planchets. These errors turn an ordinary dime into a collector's dream. Part 12. Auction houses and record sales. In the past year, select 2022 P dimes have sold for jaw-dropping prices at major auctions. One specimen with a dramatic double strike fetched over $800,000. Others, in perfect mint state with unique errors, have crossed the $898,958 mark. Part 13. How to spot a fortune in your pocket. It starts with careful observation. Keep an eye out for anything unusual, misaligned designs, unusual color, missing details. A small imperfection to the untrained eye could be a golden ticket. Part 14. The role of silver in dime history. Though the 2022 dime is made from copper-nickel, the history of the dime is rooted in silver. Until 1964, dimes were 90% silver, and that legacy still adds a nostalgic value to the design. Part 15. Modern rarities are rising. Not long ago, people thought only old coins were valuable. Today, modern rarities like the 2022 P dime are proving that you can find treasures without digging through centuries-old collections. Part 16. The magic of mint state coins. Mint state coins are coins that have never been in circulation, meaning no scratches, wear, or damage. A 2022 P dime in perfect mint state can be stunning and incredibly valuable. Part 17. The collector's market in 2025. As of now, coin shows, online auctions, and private sales are buzzing with excitement over modern errors. The 2022 P Liberty dime is at the top of many collectors' wish lists. Part 18. Why people are paying a fortune. Rarity, condition, and the thrill of owning something few others have, these are the driving forces behind the massive prices. And of course, investment potential plays a huge role. Part 19. Famous stories of big finds, from a man finding a rare dime in a vending machine to a kid spotting an error coin in his change jar. These true stories fuel the hunt for the next big discovery. Part 20. How to store valuable coins. If you find a rare 2022 P dime, store it in a protective holder. Exposure to air, moisture, and handling can damage it and lower its value. Part 21. The role of technology in coin collecting. High-resolution magnifiers, mobile apps, and online coin forums have made it easier than ever to identify and authenticate valuable coins. Part 22. The power of certification. Having your coin certified by PCGS or NGC adds legitimacy and can increase the sale price dramatically. A certified rare error 2022 P dime is highly sought after. Part 23. The global market for U.S. coins. Collectors around the world seek U.S. coins, especially rare modern issues. The 2022 P dime has already attracted international bidders. Part 24. Coin collecting as an investment. Coins like the 2022 P dime are not just collectibles, they are tangible assets that can appreciate in value over time. Part 25. Social media and modern hype platforms like YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram have played a huge role in spreading awareness about valuable coins, making finds like the 2022 P dime even more famous. Part 26. Avoiding counterfeit. Sadly, rare coins attract counterfeiters. Learn how to spot fakes and only buy from trusted dealers or auction houses. Part 27. The emotional value of rare coins. Beyond money, rare coins carry a sense of history, connection, and pride. Owning a rare 2022 P dime is owning a piece of modern American heritage. Part 28. Future predictions for the 2022 P dime. Experts believe the value of high-grade, rare error 2022 P dimes will only rise in the coming years, especially as more collectors enter the market. Part 29. Your chance to find one. Every time you receive change, check your dimes. The next great discovery could be sitting in your pocket right now. Part 30. Final words from USA Coin 1. This is USA Coin 1, reminding you that treasure is out there, sometimes in the smallest, most overlooked places. The Liberty 2022 P dime is proof that even a 10-cent coin can be worth a fortune. Keep your eyes open, keep hunting, and maybe you'll be the next big story in the coin collecting world. If you want, I can now extend this script with storytelling details and dialogue style so it sounds even more like a YouTube host speaking directly to viewers, which will increase watch time and engagement. Would you like me to do that next?